Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about my final project, Improvised Painterly Rendering. The first painting I'm showing here is from Vincent van Gogh. He is a pioneer of 20th century Expressionism. Please take a closer look at the strokes and color of this painting. What do you feel? So, what is Expressionism? Before I talk about Expressionist, I'm going to introduce Impressionist, then Expressionist, Colorist, and Pointillist. As you understand these terms better, you'll have a better judgment for the pictures I'll show later. Impressionism is a movement of art that emerged in 1870s in France. Basically, Impressionists draw what they see. Expressionist is a modernist movement that emerged in early 20th century in Germany. As opposed to Impressionists, Expressionists draw what they feel. Thus, this type of painting is usually more abstract. And colorist is good at using intense color, and color becomes the dominant feature. Colorist came to prominence in the work of Fauvists in the early 20th century. Fauvism in French means the wild beasts. The last term, pointillist, describes a technique in which hundreds of small dots and dashes are applied in a painting to create maximum luminosity. The style first came to attention was in the late 19th century. The term pointillism was actually coined by critics and was used to mock the style of painting. So, talking about my inspiration. So, inspired by Aaron Hertzman's paper, painterly rendering with curved brush strokes of multiple sizes, and the relevant function impressionism built by David Mills. The major part of my work is to use different image processing techniques to beautify these paintings created by Hertzman's algorithm. Before Hertzman's paper, most painterly rendering algorithms are implemented in applying simple brush strokes of equal size and shape, which makes the resulting picture mechanical and unappealing. Hertzman's algorithm used different sizes of brushes and built up different layers on a canvas. It also paints with long and curved brushes that are aligned with image gradients. Since these techniques are mimicking what painters will do when they draw by hand, the resulting images are more eye-pleasing. And we have a list of parameters to create the desired painting style. We have 4 different styles, as I went through in the introduction: Impressionist, Expressionist, Colorist, Wash, and Pointillist. T is threshold. Higher T means rougher picture. R is a set of different sized brushes. FC is curvature filter. FA is blurring factor. And then we have maximum and minimum brush stroke lengths. Grid size can control the spacing of brush strokes. Grid size of times brush radius is the step size in the painter layer. 2 parameters we didn't use is opacity alpha and color jitter. So here is the resulting images created from the algorithm. As we observe, Impressionist and Colorist wash has the same, similar brush size, and Expressionist has the largest brush size, and Pointillist, as we may have guessed, has the smallest brush size. The images are applied with Sobel in calculating the gradients for the images. I also tested for other methods such as Purist, Central, and Intermediate, but I didn't show the result here due to the length of the presentation. So the top two are the Impressionists and Expressionists. At the bottom, we have Colorist and Pointillist. And note that I reduced the threshold for the Pointillist because if I use the threshold as suggested, it will result in some parts of the picture are missing. So what do you think? It looks pretty nice, right? So I like to take a lot of photos on my phone and edit them by applying a variety of filters and other things. That's what I did here. So the A is the original expressionist image. B is enhanced with light contrast by taking complements, reduce haze, and revert back to its complement. C is created by enhancing color separation by using the correlation stretch. For colorist, the first set I created binary image, connect smaller components, created a label matrix, and pick a color map and shuffle the color, and then superimpose this image with the original colorist image. And for the second set of colorists, contrast, hue, saturation, and brightness were adjusted, and pixels are randomly generated for the resulting images. And for the Pointillist, as we can see, the original has a pleasing look. What you will see when you zoom in a photo with low resolution. Thus, I found something to make it look better by dithering. I think not only makes it look better, but also match the style of Pointillist. I also apply color stretch and sharpening for the detailed image. Here's what's showing here on the right. However, it created some unpleasing noises on the edge of the flower. So conclusion. For conclusion, following the ideas of Hertzmann's paper and Impressionism function created by David Mills, by manipulating imagery contrast, applying dithering, playing with color map and fusion, a more colorful and characteristic painting style are created. Future research will be focused on improving algorithm efficiency, since it will take a couple of hours if I use a photo I took on my phone. Noise reduction, exploring artistic rendering in certain region of an image, so leaving the other regions unchanged. So the set of pictures created for colorists make me think of Andy Warhol's iconic painting. I guess the motivation for continuing exploring painterly rendering is this. Maybe I'll become the next iconic artist, not by hand, not by Photoshop, but by MATLAB, who knows? And Dr. First, here's a cat picture made just for you. And here's the paper citation. And I hope you will like this box collection. Thanks for listening and have a great day. Goodbye.